Thanks, and this week he is talking with our garden expert Paul James about rare bulbs for Two Works for You in the garden.
Good morning, welcome back to In the Garden. You know what, Paul, as we continue on through the fall season, we have to start thinking still about the springtime and bulbs, but you're saying tulips, daffodils, the ones we always think about for the spring. There are many other variations that we need to think about.
Yeah, the tulips, the daffodils, the hyacinths, they're kind of the stars of the show, like you. But there are some lesser known bulbs, kind of the minor bulbs, that I think are wonderful either by themselves or in combination with the tulips, the hyacinths, the daffodils. So I'm just going to go through some here real quick. And by the way, these are much smaller bulbs, so they're a lot easier to plant. First one, galanthus. Early spring, you get these beautiful, it's nice foliage and this beautiful white flower. And these naturalize well, so they'll come back year after year after year, and they'll slowly spread. So it's a great choice. Nice in the foreground because it's kind of small.
Yeah, and also with it being white, it's going to have a nice complement to, if you have tulips, the yellows or the reds that we see.
You got it.
Okay.
Mr. Color Combination. Okay, irises. Now we think of irises, usually we buy them as fully grown plants, but you can plant these from bulbs. And this is a beautiful white Dutch iris. And then this is one of my favorites. This is called Iris reticulata. It's only about 6-7 inches tall, but spectacular color and just really does a great job in any garden setting.
Yeah, beautiful, and it's going to give you a little bit different again than tulips where we see those normal colors.
Exactly.
Very nice.
I think I've mentioned alliums before. These are in the onion family, but they grow pretty tall. In fact, there are some that'll put on a stalk a good 3 foot tall.
Wow.
So these make a real statement. But the pollinators love them. They're covered with bees, they're covered with moths, they're covered with all kinds of critters, and the flowers will hang in there for a long period of time. So these tend to bloom a little later in the season, but that's a good thing because you get that color all, for weeks and weeks.
Another nice thing with these bulbs is they're relatively cheap as well, so you can have a variation and not really spend that much money.
That's right. Back to another white one. This is Pushkinia.
Oh, of course.
Easy for me to say.
Yes.
Another beautiful, easy to grow, naturalizes, spreads slowly. I mean, none of these are invasive by any means. Just another great little highlight. And so you got the white with a little bit of blue in there. It's a beautiful, beautiful flower. Anemone. Again, you can sometimes buy these as 1 gallon fully grown plants, but you can plant from the bulbs. And anemone's very shade tolerant, and just this beautiful mix of colors with that daisy-like flower. A lot of people aren't familiar with these.
Yeah, nothing says spring more like these type of flowers.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Beautiful.
Fritillaria.
Oh, okay.
Take 2 aspirin, you'll be better in the morning. No. These are really cool and unusual. The flowers kind of hang upside down.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So they're just wonderful. They make a wonderful statement. And again, you don't see them that often, but they do really well here.
They look a little tropical as well.
They do. They do. They really do have a tropical look to them.
Those are pretty.
And last but hardly least, Lycoris.
Oh, yes.
Okay, the more familiar name for Lycoris is naked ladies.
Oh, there you go.
Because the foliage comes up, then it dies back completely, and it looks like you've had a crop failure. And then lo and behold, the flower stem shoots up and you have these beautiful flowers. These have been around, I mean, our grandmothers grew these. I'm guessing you probably remember seeing them.
Yes.
Naked ladies, the alternate name for them, and certainly the more popular name. There was a crop failure in Holland on Lycoris this year. So these are available in limited supplies, but it's worth it to grab them. Again, they last for years and years and years in the ground.
And that's one thing we need to think about with bulbs is try to spread our horizons a little bit. Make sure that we're not planting the same stuff all the time, and you can see all the different variations we have. And right here at Southwood, many different types of bulbs.
We've got a lot of great choices. And again, I'm not suggesting for a moment that you ignore the daffodils, the tulips, and the hyacinths. I am suggesting that you incorporate all of these other ones so you get this beautiful display.
Just make sure you experiment a little bit.
Exactly.
All right, thank you, sir. As always.
Thank you.